Inner conflict can be very hard to deal with. But before we can deal with inner conflict, we have to understand, why is inner conflict actually happening? Why is it that within me, I feel one way, but then I think a different way? And based off that line, you might have already figured out why you have inner conflict. You see, when there is a disagreement within our being on how we should proceed, conflict arises. Let me give an example. If this were early on in the 1900s, some of you know that slavery was legal. Now, in my heart of hearts, I know that's wrong. I know it's wrong because when I put myself in the shoes of someone who would become a slave based off that system, I would immediately be very unhappy. I would immediately understand that what occurred was unfair. And through my journey, through my growth process, I've learned a lot of things. And one of the most important things that I've learned is that we're all equals. It doesn't matter if I'm the janitor or if I'm the president of the United States, we're all equals. And because of that, I'm able to tune in to this equalness and understand what's right from wrong, and fundamentally understand what's the right choice for me. And I say for me, a very particular reason. You see, my choice is going to be different than your choice, is going to be different than the next person's choice, because we all have different circumstances. But I have a confidence that when you tune into who you are, when you turn into your emotional state, and you begin to understand what's right and wrong based off how you feel, that we're all going to come to the same conclusions. We're all going to come to the same truths. So I challenge you, when you face these inner conflicts, weigh out both sides equally. Weigh out your logical thinking, because you're going to think and you're going to come to conclusions and say, hey, that's logically the best route to go because XYZ people have gone that way and it was the right path for them. But equally take into consideration your emotional state and your feelings about the circumstance itself, about the options presented to you. What you may find is that although you think that that route is the way to go, you may feel more guided to follow your intuitive instincts. I'm here to tell you it's not going to lead you astray. I'm here to tell you your intuition is always going to be for your highest good, as well as the highest good for all others. So going back to that old example, when slavery was okay, place yourself in those shoes. Because although legally it was okay to have a slave, you knew, I knew, we all knew deep down slavery is wrong because we're taking basic freedoms. The same type of fundamental construct of thinking, of feeling can be applied to your entire reality. All challenges you go through can be weighed from both those perspectives. And you may find, you start following your heart, you start following your intuition more than this guy, you're gonna start smiling a lot more. I promise you that. All right, I love y'all.